tomorrow?
You're dying tomorrow. No.
Don't feel that.
Don't feel like that. What I want to do is, a lot of my humor is dark, and so is yours. So I feel like it's totally fine. And there's some things probably on this podcast that other people would probably never tell their mom. No. Never say to their mom.
But that's what we have been so dysfunctional. The mother-son relationship was broken a long time ago. So actually, what we're doing here is getting to know each other.
Yeah.
As people,
as humans.
Yeah, as a human,
and I want this before I die, because I don't want to leave this earth making one human not feel like they were loved.
That's the same thinking I have.
This is Cam Adams. Damn, Cam. It's 3:33. Today is July 23rd, and 2023. We're coming here to talk about the Thunderdome and Thunder Woodworth. That's our brother. And we have learned that he overdosed Thursday night. He may have had no oxygen to his brain for 45 minutes, and that he may be in a coma right now and not dead. His Facebook is blown up with everybody saying rest in peace, and it's not their fault. As we see, the first comment that sparked them all was from Amy. Amy McCarthy. Thunderdome, you were the love of my life. No one could doubt our love. You always strive for recovery and love, but addiction didn't care about us nor the future we were fighting for. I never thought I could love someone or feel loved by as unconditionally as I did with you. Rest in peace, husband. I will always love you. Of course, a lot of people are commenting back, and what we did was we reached out to the hospital where we had heard that he had overdosed. And the fourth hospital we called actually let slip that he was there. Now, when we waited on hold for a long time and someone finally answered, we didn't think it'd be him, but we prayed it would. And when they did, they asked us how we knew him. We said we were his brother, and they said we weren't on the list. And if we wanted to know anything, we had to talk to his wife. And so we've reached out to his wife to ask what is really going on, because we need to know. This is our brother. Thunder has been there's no force in this life that is other than our brother Thomas that has been like Thunder. The three of us.
It's not a bad thing here. I've learned how to deal with a lot of different things over my life period, and I want people to know your story, like before me, before all this, and I really think one good thing before I hand it off, one good thing that I know that you've instilled into me was that to love everyone for who they are, and just love everyone no matter where they come from. I feel like I might have learned one other thing, and it's from you, and it's I can use my mouth in any situation. Like I bark more than I actually bite. I remember you teaching me as a young kid about bullies and how to treat bullies. I've lost every single fight because I don't remember what your advice was. Your advice was to kick them in the nuts and then punch them in the throat. And if the woman, or if it's a woman pushing me down, you just kick her as hard as you can,
right,
and punch her right in the throat.
Right.
And
I totally agree. It's what it is knees, groin, throat. 3 simple moves, and you'll bring them down.
Three of us, and I just, when Thomas told me that he died, I didn't believe it. I didn't believe it maybe because I didn't want to let myself believe it, but also I feel like I would know. I would feel it if he was gone, and I didn't feel that. I didn't. I reached out to somebody that he may call when he's in trouble, and I had her reach out to the woman that I thought he had married, a woman he knew much longer and for not very long ago. And of course, she had heard that he was in a coma and that his wife was contemplating pulling the plug or planning on pulling the plug within a few days. And so what we did was, once we confirmed with the hospital that he is indeed alive, we just need to know what is going on, because we feel that his life is now in the hands of a woman that is at least a stranger to us. We've been in relationships that were centered around the mutual disease that we have of addiction, and meeting somebody in recovery that with the same disease is still a relationship centered around that. And if we had overdosed and went into a coma while we were with the mother of our son, if Mandy was in charge of our life right now, we would want Thomas and Thunder to do everything they could to make sure that it wasn't. Now, Amy, we're not saying that you're anything like our son's mom, but the prospect that you are is too much to consider when weighing in the fact that our brother is still alive on a table and you're posting on Facebook like he's already dead. Please reach out to us, and just, even if you can't talk right now, just text us. Tell us what is happening and why you feel, what is the information you have that makes you so certain that he is gone, or makes you so steadfast in pulling the plug. Please reach out to us.
Do you remember the time I tried to teach you how to fight? I threw you out in the yard and said, "Okay, you're 12 years old. You're a man now. Let's go." And I did. I kicked you in the knee. I got you in the groin. I didn't get you in the throat because you backed away and ran away from me. But I was trying to do what your dad would do. You know, your dad was supposed to do that, and he wasn't there. So I thought I had to teach you how to fight. And that was a bad move on my part, because I think you were too gentle. You've always been a gentle boy. You know, you're lovable. I remember when you got the gang on the beach, and those people, the kids, you got them together and you formed a club. And Caleb, remember that? There's a lot of mistakes I made.
Yeah, and I remember that, and I always forgot how to fight. And for some reason, I will, even to this day, if someone tries to fight me, I will rather just make them laugh, and I use my mouth.
Right.
And they can't, when they laugh, they stop wanting to murder me.
Right.
This is just surreal. We love you. I love you, Thunder. And I'm not giving up, brother. I feel you. I know you're still here, man.